If you hear this soundtrack, you know it's gonna be a good time. Shoutouts to Unwelcome School. We have another series of Mushoku-tards crying and shitting their pants as I monetize them. Now, what is the context? I made this video. Ellen Historian had a short where he explains the degenerates really just having a fun time saying everyone hates on Rudius, but we would do worse. And I'm like, huh? Who is we? And in this 16-minute video, I give you thoughtful analysis on how there is always going to be bad faith actors in any community. You should never generalize an entire community based off of those schizos. I talk about how Mushoku Tensei's, tends to attract people that's really fucking weird, like pre-isekai Rudy, and that's just a fact, and that they're weird, but the show isn't that, and it's more than that. The 16-minute video talks so much. I mean, here, let's... What does the AI summary say? These are funny. cawcawTV reacts to Mushoku Tensei fans' opinions, exploring the complex character of Rudius and serious controversial themes. This reaction video analyzes fan interpretations and shows impacts on viewers, examining diverse perspectives. Prepare for a deep dive in the fans' heated debates. Basically, TLDR, I protect the Mushoku Tensei fandom. I do. I think that if you've ever watched a single video of me talking about MT, especially with our schizos, time after time, I defend it. I say, these schizos do not represent the greater fandom. The show is amazing. It is an elite anime. It is an elite series. But why are there always Mushoku-tards crying and complaining about Twitter when they don't even watch my videos? Because this is the most typical Twitter retard who get... Basically, they have a bias towards anyone that seems to be criticizing Mushoku Tensei. Even if you're condemning fictional pedophilia. And they have already made up their mind, will never actually listen to the words or anything that I say in the video, because I think that if they actually did listen to what I say, they'd be like, holy shit, this guy's right. He's fucking spitting. He's defending my series. But that's the thing. You can't expect that off of Twitter retards. They immediately jump to conclusions. They get clipped out of context and they write shit that just doesn't make any sense. So let's read this tweet. First of all, before we do that, what is the type of person that would tweet something like this? Cynical to Noibria. King of Mortals. Not politically correct. Unfiltered. 21 male. Pro dark fiction, as in pro fictional pedophilia. Abrasive. No apologies. Not ready for DMs yet. Ugh. How are you a real person? This is the most zesty ass fucking pussy ass fucking bio I've ever seen in my life. Like, goddamn, not ready for DMs yet. Oh my fucking god, but you're ready to get fucking cooked. Bro fucking tweets this shit fucking 2 days ago. Got 20 fucking impressions, and you know what? No engagement. Let me give you a little bit of help. I'll give you a fucking shout out. I'm upset at this man. Sad emoji. He's LARPing as an actual fan. But both cawcawTV and Ellen Historian are both tourists. And dare I say it, grifters. I'm so done with any tubers, bro. As they continuously keep up and watch content that makes them mad in order to clout chase and drag a content creator's name to fill the void in their heart because they have nothing fulfilling in their lives. They're miserable children who's probably getting bullied at school because they're ugly and have no fucking social skills. Rather than working on themselves, they retreat to this fucking shithole and seek out degenerate communities to basically validify their own status in life. They're hateful. All they do is scream and screech. But at least if you're gonna do that, be logical. So let's think about this. Let's think about this. I need you to understand how stupid this statement is. So, if we take the statement here, he's LARPing. So what does LARPing mean? If you don't know what LARPing is, it's basically this. LARPing is the act of role-playing, right? You're role-playing as a warrior, you're role-playing as a wizard. Fireball, you know, it's kind of something that you say to say that, oh, these dudes are performative and don't actually care about Mushoku Tensei. If you actually watched any of my Mushoku Tensei videos, the reactions, I don't think any delusional person could actually say that I'm a tourist. I'm not gonna say that like I have the best Mushoku Tensei reactions, but if you go watch some of them, I think it blows most of the shit out of the water. Constantly you're gonna see in the comment section saying, holy shit, this guy gets it. This guy actually cares about the story and actually gives a fuck during the reaction. And in fact, that is the base standard that exists in every single video. No matter how popular, no matter how boring a seasonal content is, I will be locked the fuck in as I critique and analyze every single thing. To say that I'm not an actual fan is beyond delusional. But both cawcawTV are both tourists and dare I say grifters. And this is just the height of their stupidity. So if you don't know what grifters mean by this point, basically it's this. A grifter is a person who says talking points that they don't actually believe in because they know that an audience that enjoys those talking points exists. They farm and they get rich off of principles and ideas that they know nothing about or they don't care about. They're disingenuous, they're dishonest, and they profit off of that. A lot of people will say Hassan is a grifter because of his social commentary about socialism and all that shit while he lives in the most luxury fucking Hollywood lifestyle you could have. But again, right, I'm just trying to give you some examples of what a grifter is. So if we really assume that Ellen Historian or I'm a grifter, what does that mean? I just want you to think about it. This video defends Mushoku Tensei fandom and say that the degenerate people do not represent the entire fan base. I am playing defense for you. I'm trying to make your series look good. When you call me a grifter, you're saying that I don't believe in these words. That I actually hate Mushoku Tensei and that like, no, that I actually think that everyone is a pedophile. Basically, you're telling me through your retardation that I think everybody that watches Mushoku Tensei is a degenerate pedo and I'm pretending to protect the series because somehow it's more profitable to pander towards the normies rather than the degenerates that accept this show. Do you understand how broken this logic is? This is what I say when people spam buzzwords. They don't actually understand what these words mean. They just hear it as a popular insult to use. Rather than actually listening to my talking points and giving examples for how I'm grifting, they spam this shit without realizing if you thought just a fucking second how that would make sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Do you understand how crazy this is? This is a person that's immediately hating on me because they see the title saying Mushoku Tensei diddlers never disappoint. They're like, oh, this guy must fucking hate Mushoku Tensei. He's a tourist. He's a grifter. But if you actually did your due diligence, if you actually do what I do, what do? I always give the benefit of the doubt, right? I'll try to actually listen to the words. Like, for example, the Nicholas Light stuff. Do you know how many people want to hate on me? Because I give Nicholas Light the benefit of the doubt. I have this motto where it doesn't matter who it is, I will always listen to their words and decide for myself, in this specific isolated context, are they right or not? So many people, because of the past history of certain characters, of their controversies, no matter how correct or lukewarm their words are, they will be crucified because, again, they have a target on their back. And I think that's very unproductive. I care about the objective truth and seeing the words. I care about, let's say if Nicholas Light said this shit, but let's say someone else said it too. Would they be treated the same, right? That's what I care about. These children are so fucking stupid. If you look at their bio, you just know how retarded they are. Their entire tweet calling me a grifter, calling Ellen Historian a grifter is beyond ridiculous. I literally protect your show. I praise this show. And if you think that I'm a grifter off of the words that I said in my video, you know what that means? It means that everyone is this guy. It means that everyone watching Mushoku Tensei and supporting it are these fucking pedos, bro. And oh my god, why is it always Mushoku Tensei tards, man? Why is it always them being the dumbest motherfuckers, bro? Every single time, without a doubt, when I cover some Mushoku Tensei diddy shit, And if you listen to the words, I'm just like, yep, this guy is fucked up. He does not represent the fandom. I think the show is great. And then you have these schizo screeching, oh my god, tourist. Oh my god, we need to gatekeep this guy. You make this show look so fucking bad for your own community. And you're lucky that I even fucking reacted to this show with the passion I gave it. God damn, I give a fuck about this show. And next year, when the season 3 come out, I'ma care more about this shit than anyone else.